It's a great role because it kind of gives you a lot of range to play with, and I myself, I've never modeled before, so I can definitely relate to the kid who's trying to figure out how to stand in front of the camera and, you know, position himself in a crazy world of modeling. So this guy, it's based on Ashton Kutcher's experience as a model in New York. Ashton's real first name is Christopher, and the character's name is Chris, and comes from Iowa, and Ashton's from Iowa. So it's really great. I mean, this guy comes from a really strong moral center, and you see he's put in the middle of an industry that has no moral center and has really no guidelines or restrictions at all. And so you see him kind of react to all these stimulus around him, trying to figure out a way to survive, and he does in the end. So you have to see it. It's a wonderful series. It's about five or six models all kind of live together in a co-ed residence in New York, all at different stages of their career. And it kind of shows a lot of the darker side of the industry that we're not used to seeing. Things that we as a society kind of get to see the glitz and the glamour of it. And this is going to show the kind of behind the scenes, what happens to them when they are not successful, what happens to them when they are successful, and what happens to them when they go down the drug route or when they go down, you know, the poverty route. So it's going to be interesting. Actually, I met Ashton in Atlanta, Georgia, and I did a movie with his wife, Demi, called The Joneses, which is coming out in October. And that's how I first met him, and then I got to see this kind of the connection they had, and he flew in for Demi's birthday, and yeah, I mean, a lot of the character has a little bit of his spirit inside of it. So the first or second day that Chris is in New York, he gets taken into this modeling agency, and in front of about 150 people in a big glass building in one of the biggest agencies in New York, modeling agencies in New York, in front of Elle McPherson, he's got to take off his top and his pants. And when I do that, she's just kind of like, okay, next. And so, you know, you get to see just how much of a meat market it is. Nothing is judged except your body and your appearance. So it's a tough industry, not too unlike the film and television industry. So I can bring a little bit of my experience of that into it. But yeah, there's some definitely ugly sides to it. It's a beautiful industry. It's a beautiful life. But there's definitely some ugly undertones.